Hello there, Moon in Cancer, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching today's moon sign reading for the month of September 2022. Please remember to click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And before we get started, please make sure that you know your moon sign. And if you aren't sure or if you don't know, I've listed a few websites down below in the description box. You want to make sure you're watching the right reading. All right, Spirit. Tell me about Moon in Cancer for September 2022. What's going to happen for Moon in Cancer, please, Spirit? All right, we have last quarter Moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Take a break. Take a deep breath. You did it. You've come this far. The next one is New Moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Yes, everything will work out. You can take that breather. You can relax for a moment. You don't have to have such a tight grip on what's happening and how you think you can make it work in your favor. Let go a little bit. I think by holding on so tight to whatever it is that you're wanting or trying to create, it's stopping the flow of energy, or it's impeding the flow of energy. And you know how water is. Water will eventually break anything down, but you don't want to wait that long. So let go a little bit, take a deep breath, relax, and trust it will all work out. You don't have to keep such a tight grip on what you want the outcome to be. All right, let's find out some more. Tell me more, Spirit, about Moon in Cancer for September. What else is going to happen for Cancer, please, Spirit? We have Spirit of Spring, freedom, action, power. See, there's power in freedom and letting things go. And there's freedom in letting things go. You don't have to hold so tight to get what it is you think you want. The universe has your back and is going to give you what you need. And what you need doesn't always match what you want, but there's still going to be growth and fulfillment, and just moving forward, I think, is going to feel really good, because there's a sense that, like I said, you're holding so tight onto something that the energy can't flow, it can't move, it's being impeded. So letting go brings freedom and brings power. Power that you can't see or understand yet, because you feel like you need to have control over how things play out. Next card, the meditation, peace, relief, sanctuary. Yeah. Take a deep breath and take some time out for you and do some meditation. Go to a place where you feel like there's sanctuary and let yourself have that relief. There is freedom and power in a sense of relief and release. And knowing and trusting that the universe will take care of you and take care of the situation. Starting a meditation practice might be a really good thing for you, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Take that time to breathe, relax, and remind yourself that all will be well, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull a card now. We're going to find out what your toughest shadow aspect will be to deal with that will show itself for you in September. Spirit, what is Moon in Cancer's darkest, deepest shadow aspect? And that card flipped over, so that's what I'm going to take. Parasite. Okay, parasite. So either feeling like somebody or something is a parasite to you, or you're the parasite on a particular situation, relationship, person, event, whatever it is that you're gripping on. The sense of a parasite is there is a back in your mind worry that you're being a parasite. And so that has a play. And that's also driving the need to control how something plays out. But at the same time with this parasite, it feels like to you more on the conscious level that something has gotten a hold of you and won't let go. Maybe some other part of this situation is gripping at you, is holding you, and that's part of the reason why you feel like you need to have control and control the outcome. So I feel like this is a twofold. You're worried about being a parasite, and you feel like in the back of your mind, worried about being a parasite, maybe not necessarily in a conscious way, but also worried that whatever is going on is parasitic to you. And it's going to, that's part of just the worry about it as part of the block or the impediment of energy. Because when you're worried about either being a parasite or something that is parasitic to you, you're not trusting that all will be well. Sometimes it is really hard to let something play out that you know isn't, like you see it. Somebody, so like a child, if that child runs and hurts themselves, well, they're running so fast that they're going to fall down and hurt themselves. As a parent, you might want to swoop in and keep them from falling, right? But then they'll never learn to run. Or as a parent, you can sit back and watch. This child is learning to run and falls down and scrapes their knee, and you go and you help them. But you didn't control the outcome there. You let happen. You let this happen. You trusted in the universe. And while it was painful in the moment for the child and probably for you to watch, that child's going to learn. Whereas if you went every time to pick up the child from running too fast because you're afraid of the child hurting themselves, they're never going to learn to run. So it's a catch-22, or it's a letting things happen, even if in the short term feels and looks bad, a lot of times in the long term it's better. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Spirit, tell me more about Moon in Cancer for September, please. What else is going to happen for Moon in Cancer? And there's a card that just flew, so we'll pull that one first. And it is the King of Pentacles, security. You're worried about security. But you're ruling over your kingdom, let's say, right? As the king, you're sitting on your throne, you're sitting back. It's like the parent analogy I just said. You're watching over what's happening, and you want to, you think you, as the king, as an authority, whether this is your job, personal life, that you should be making the decisions and you should be acting and taking control. And this is Spirit seeing this in you, but wants you to understand that you are the king, whether you're male or female. You have this authority, you have this leadership, or you're taking care of others or the situation from a place of security. You can be secure. You can trust that all will be well. You don't have to have so much control and worry about the security of yourself, your life, your relationships, your job, the situation, whatever's going on here. Next is the magician skill. So you have the tools to make it through this, or to sit back. I feel like you need to sit back. You need to sit back, take that breather, find that place of peace, find a sanctuary where you can go and deal with your anxiety or your feelings of needing control, that kind of thing. But whatever you need to do, you've got the skill to do it. And you've got the skills to sit back and let things happen, to let the chips fall where they may. And then if you have to clean up or whatever happens after that, it's still the best choice to step back and watch it from your throne than to get in the middle of it. And at that point, you know, if you're getting in the middle of somebody else's business or something else is going on, that could be, you could be seen as a parasite or being parasitic by attaching yourself to an outcome. So don't dismiss your skill level of dealing with this from a more mature place as the king than in that anxiety where you need to be in control, take care of things, and make sure things go the way that you want them to. Next is Ten of Wands, burdens. So you can choose to put this burden down. You have the skill to put this need down, to be in control and sit back and watch what happens. I want to say that also this card is representing perceived burdens. There's a sense that you're, for lack of a better way to say this, that you're sticking your nose into something that doesn't belong. Like this is Spirit is saying you need to step back and let things happen and watch. As hard as that might be, because the burdens that you're trying to take on aren't yours to take. The lessons to learn from this aren't yours to take, except that you need to learn that these burdens are not yours, and that this somebody else needs to go through something, or you need to sit back and watch and wait till they come to you for help, that kind of thing, because these burdens are not yours that you think that you have, that are yours, that are not. Six of Swords, movement. This card is also about moving from choppy waters, choppy emotional turbulence, to calmer waters and to a new, starting fresh new, maybe on like an island, right? You're going from one land, topsy-turvy waves and emotional stuff, to something more calm and more segregated maybe for yourself, but it's movement. It's moving from one phase or moving from one emotional state to another state, moving from one mental state to another state, but it's usually about being better. And I also like to think with the swords, because a lot of tarot cards show the swords with the person in a boat. You're taking lessons with you, like you've learned some lessons and now you're leaving the rest behind. You're taking what's important with you, the lessons that you've learned, and then you get to start fresh and new somewhere else. So this is an important lesson for you to learn, and you can take it with you to the next phase, whatever that means. If that means living somewhere else, living with someone else, taking on a different job, or moving to a different part of your job, you know, picking a promotion, or moving sideways to a different part of the company that you're working for. Understanding that, you know, taking the lesson of taking a breather and finding that maybe starting a meditation practice, those are lessons that you can learn, and learning to embrace the freedom and the power that comes with letting go of control. So there's some lessons in there to take with you to the next phase, or to the next journey, or to the next project or job, relationship, any of these things. All right, let's get one final message, please, Spirit, for Moon in Cancer. What last piece of advice do you have, Spirit, for Moon in Cancer? One just popped out. Okay. That's the artwork. There we go. And it says, life is conspiring for me. See? Let go of control. Trust all will be well. And you will learn that life is conspiring for you, not against you, which I think when you're coming into September, that's part of what it's going to feel like things are conspiring against you, and you can't let it go. There's that parasitic term, maybe feeling like you can't let go of a situation. Like I said, I think that you aren't necessarily supposed to have interest in, or that's yours to carry, or that that's a burden that's yours that you perceive but isn't. And know that you can be secure in who you are and what you believe, and everything the way it is. You don't need that control of that outcome. All right, Moon in Cancer, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.